Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, April 18th, and I wanted to talk about Alexandra Rodriguez's latest post from this morning on her Weight Watchers Instagram account called A Healthier Alex. I can't remember exactly when she started this account, but she has had it for quite some time. It might have been started after her gastric bypass as a way to track what she's eating, but I really can't quite remember. I did want to talk specifically about her latest post, which we'll watch right now. I have it muted, it's just a song in the background, and the video says, "Not every week will be weight loss, and that's okay." The video is Alex stepping on the scale, and the scale reads at 303 pounds. Her caption says, "We are weighing in exactly the same weight this week, and that's okay. Of course, I'm making excuses in my head. Last night we ate dinner way too late. I had a hard seltzer, and I'm probably retaining water. When did I shit last? Not every week is going to be amazing weight loss. The journey isn't linear, but stay consistent, and it will continue on the right track with time." Now, of course, Alex is going to post this with some flowery, inspirational, or what she thinks is inspirational caption and claim that it's all a-okay, that at over 300 pounds and only 3 weeks into her diet, she's already stalled. In my opinion, that is totally unacceptable, and it indicates that Alex is doing something not quite right with this Weight Watchers stuff. When you are as morbidly obese as Alex is, starting at 311 pounds, the weight should really be coming off you quite drastically in the first several weeks, especially if you're being consistent with your caloric intake and coupling it with exercise, as Alex claims she is. Alex has said a few times that she's lost 7 to 8 pounds in the first 2 weeks of Weight Watchers. The number has changed a bit in her depending on what video you watch. And I've also heard someone say that they heard her say she lost 6 pounds, but I can't confirm that. Now, assuming that she did start at 311 and in week 3 she's at 303, that means she's lost 8 pounds in 3 weeks. And those first 8 pounds were also lost in the first 2 weeks, according to her. So no weight this week. Okay, that all tracks with what she said in her caption. I just needed to think it through again out loud to make sure I'm understanding what the heck she's actually trying to say here. Alex has already posted on this account a different video saying that she doesn't weigh herself every day. And let's take a look at that one. In this, it's actually just a photo of her scale with some post-it notes on it saying, "Don't discourage yourself, and is it Friday?" She says in her caption that she struggles when she's trying to lose weight with daily weigh-ins. There's so much research showing how much our body weight fluctuates every day from various factors like water retention, hormones, sleep, etc. It's so volatile to weigh yourself daily, she says, especially if you're sensitive to the number or on a weight journey. I put some sticky note reminders on my scale to remind myself to skip the scale every morning and stick to Friday weigh-ins. Now, I do understand her point about feeling discouraged and, struggling with those daily weigh-ins. I'm not even morbidly obese, and when I'm really taking my cut seriously, I don't like having to weigh in every day. I think women of our age, especially, do have a lot of emotional, deeply ingrained issues around weight and the number on the scale, given the various cultural factors that we grew up in, especially in the late 90s and early aughts. Now, with that being said, when you need to take your weight loss journey, as she always calls it, seriously, you kind of need to get over that. And whatever that takes, that could be seeking professional help like a therapist, a dietitian, a coach, and really doing the work that Alex claims that she does, but is truly just a facade. She needs to understand that weighing yourself every day helps you give the data into those fluctuations. You should look at it really as just a data point. If you're acknowledging that your weight fluctuates from all these different factors, then you shouldn't be so upset when you do see the fluctuations every day. In fact, tracking those over time can help you understand the fluctuations better and what your body is responding to. Now, with this weight loss or lack thereof this week, she would have known if she was weighing herself throughout the week if this really was due to water retention or having a late dinner or needing to go to the bathroom. But she doesn't have any data to compare it to other than last Friday's weigh-in. Going back to her video from today, where she has not lost any weight since last week, I again say someone at Alex's weight should not be hitting any sort of plateau in week 3 of a diet. I think this just indicates that something isn't quite right with these points. Alex is not really sticking to the plan as she should, or perhaps her plan is just not quite right for her. Many of us have been confused by the high amount of points she's granted every day, and the way that she does seem to indulge a bit in these no point foods, but we don't really see how many of the actual pointed foods she's also eating in a day. Alex indulges in things like all day fast food challenges, which she wants to do more of, snacking and taste testing without tracking those foods as calories or as points, and probably a bunch of other stuff we don't see off camera. As she likes to remind us, we're only seeing a 15-minute clip. Now, maybe she'll get back on track, and next week we will see the scale go down, but I'm not so sure. I think any weight loss for Alex is really mostly water weight. It's not typically a lot of actual fat loss, and when she does lose fat, like even when she had her gastric bypass, she does eventually put it back on because, again, she hasn't done the work to make this a lifestyle change and to understand her motivations for overeating. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Bye.